the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
Oh, I still having problems with the webcam.
Well, I was hoping it would actually be here today, but it's looking like it's not going to be here until tomorrow.
You got another one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that one's just, I mean, it's cheap anyway, but it's just broken. I couldn't get it to work for anything.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully this new one will have a better field of view on it, you know?
Yeah, it's impossible to find any type of camera or anything without some type of retarded, useless AI aspect to it.
That's about anything now.
There's nothing that AI can do on a camera that I can't do, so it's just wasting my time and money. It's the same thing that they did with the fucking fridges that have AI in them. So it can tell you when your expiration date is on your fucking shit. It's like, no, you just want to have my fridge hooked up to the Wi-Fi so you know what I'm buying. I'm short on, so you can advertise
now, the original, Samsung fridges that only had, the Bluetooth option to, let's say if you put it on there as, a list, for an item that you needed to get or something like that, but that was before AI.
Even that is completely pointless. You're just making a list and putting it on two things. A fridge doesn't need to do anything besides fucking keep my shit cold and maybe dispense ice and water.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Before then, that is the most that I even seen, of why it would be useful, but that was before they even implemented any kind of AI system into that.
Yeah, and every time they advertise something with AI, it's always pointless because it's just spyware. That's the crazy part, is they're just like, here's your fridge with spyware.
Mm-hmm. Well, now...
And we want to know what type of milk to advertise to you on Instagram.
Well, yesterday, I seen a video that said that they were shutting down a bunch of data centers because they were too costly to maintain.
Yeah, there's good chunk of places that have managed to kick them out.
Yeah, and there was a lot of places that, they were either canceling that they were going to implement, or they're going to shut down because it's too costly.
Yeah, they can slow down on the AI bullshit now because the Epstein files are pretty much forgotten. It's all about the war and the moon landing. Welcome to the 1960s. It's about the pointless war that's wasting money and the moon landing that might be fake.
Yeah.
Probably fake. That's where we're at right now.
All they did was orbit. They didn't even really...
That's even if they went. That's the best part. That's my favorite argument, is that people can't prove to me that they went. It's like, everyone saw the rocket go up. Yeah, we send rockets up every week to go to the ISS, and that's what it did. It went to the ISS. Did it go past that? Maybe. Fuck do I know?
Well, I know, when others have talked to me about it, it's been like, oh yeah, well, we sent up for them to land on the moon. I said, no, we didn't land on the moon. I said, all they did was orbit.
Yeah, all they did was go around it. And it was 6 fully grown adult retarded people, because the second they got close to the moon, they just started acting like toddlers. And it's just like, they're moon happy or whatever the fuck. Kill yourself.
Now, yeah, I would say, if you're really going to, actually try to make a big deal. And I understand that it is a big deal because we haven't done that in a very long time. However, it's nothing short of what we have done before.
Right.
And, yeah. So, that being said, I would have been a little bit more impressed if they would have actually landed instead of just orbiting.
But yeah, so here's my problem with the whole space travel thing. Is, for one, here in Ohio, at the fucking National Air and Space Museum that they have here, fucking Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. I don't know if it still is on display, but at one point they had Neil Armstrong's actual spacesuit on display. The boots don't match.
I know what you're talking about, but there's a relevant thing to that.
Yeah, they always have some sort of convenient explanation for everything.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. It's like the fucking... they're not using filters on Mars to make it look more
Yeah,
red
that's
than it
fucking
is.
retarded. I remember seeing that.
They just have 3 different types of cameras and they overlay the images and red shows up the best.
Yeah.
It's just like that might be a valid explanation, but it's like, are you?
There's no reason to
You
ever
tell
put a
me-
filter on that, considering that the most it looks. If anybody that's listening has not seen this, go look it up. The pictures that they sent from Mars, from the actual rovers and everything else, it looks like it does out in like a wasteland here on Earth. That's all it looks like. And they slapped a red filter on it to make it look more interesting and everything else.
And like I looked into that, and like the NASA explanation is that, like I said, they use 3 different cameras to take 3 pictures, and then they overlay them. And one of the pictures is primarily in red, so it makes everything look orange.
The problem is, like, you can't even believe half of that shit half the time, because like there's a lot of spaces that or places that's on Mars that were like points of interest for like the public,
Right.
and they've literally went in and airbrushed like the current picture so that nobody
Yeah,
can
I
see
mean,
them
they do
anymore.
that to planet Earth. And,
Yeah.
like, I got into a 2-day argument about this with my buddy Ned, because he's one of those people that's just like, it's a human achievement. It's like, you didn't achieve shit. I didn't achieve shit.
I'll tell you right now, and I have said this for years, that if we have went there, and
I'm sure we have.
This is the same.
I don't think we went there when we said
Because,
we did. That's
like,
the thing.
I've told, like, Dad about this before and had a conversation with him recently about it. When Artemis 2 came up and all that this past week. And we got to talking about it, and I said, I believe that we have been there at some point.
Yeah.
Do I think that it was, that we've been there when they said we were
No.
in the space race? No, I don't. I think that they did it for public image and then did it later on.
Yeah, the same thing that they're doing now.
Yep.
That was the point I was making. Is like everything that's happened in the last 2 years is just like they're just redoing the '60s, the American '60s.
Well, look, I mean, we're in the midst of another Cold War. I mean,
we're in a war.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in a war. There's a 2-week ceasefire that immediately the fucking Jews violated because they're just like, well, we didn't agree to not bomb Lebanon. They have no reason. Here's the thing: they have no legal standing of being in Lebanon at all. They say they're there to get Hezbollah. They just invaded Lebanon like 6 months ago and said we're doing this, and they did the same thing in 2005.
I can't remember when I had seen. It was the past couple days where I had seen something on there, and it said why the U.S. can't control Netanyahu, and
yeah, because
like,
they have pedophilic blackmail on our politicians.
Mm-hmm. And it says why he's out of control. In the article, it said something like why he's out of control and why the U.S. can't control Netanyahu. Like, and I didn't really look in to see what it was.
Yeah, you don't have to. It doesn't matter what that article says,
Yeah.
because all that matters is the title, and the title is telling to the, because that's what's going to jump out to people. That's all most people read anyway, is the title. But the title is explaining a pretty well felt sentiment that we're cucks for a tiny little nation of white people that's pretending to be Middle Eastern.
Agreed.
Which is weird. It's like everyone hates all these rich white people unless they're rich white people that live in a country that didn't exist 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that argument can be made for a lot of different places. It's just like because a lot of countries that exist now didn't exist that long ago.
Yeah, that's true.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's just like, I mean, they have zero claim to be there. It's the same. It's the same as like nobody cared when Zimbabwe was turned into Zimbabwe. Because before it was Zimbabwe, it was Rhodesia, and it was run by white colonists. And then the uprising happened, probably paid for by a bunch of European bankers that didn't like the white paradise that was being made in Rhodesia.
It's essentially the same shit that's been going on for hundreds of years.
Yeah, constantly. It's just people, the ruling class controls the lower classes through any ways they can. And the most popular way to do so is through war or sexual blackmail. And we just are constantly doing both.
But
That's just what it is.
no, I agree.
Come here. Lay down. Lay down.
It's like I've tried to talk to anybody in my family about that, and they, I was like, I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat, Republican, or anything. They, in the end, it's not really gonna matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what fucking color you wear, because at the end of the day, most likely you're supporting a pedophile, and if you're knowingly doing that, you're fucked.
And the way that I explained it was, you can do that, and it doesn't matter which one you vote for, and whoever gets elected, it's going to be, the people are going to lose in the end. The only way that you can try to make yourself feel better about it is if you tell yourself, well, which one isn't as bad as the other.
Yeah, no, that's the wrong answer. That's still, it doesn't matter who you vote for, you're going to get the wrong answer. So just don't vote. Don't do it. Don't do anything. Stay home. Do your own thing. Take care of your own bullshit. And if they ask for anything, tell them to get fucked.
Yeah,
because it's been the lesser of two evils for my entire life, your parents' entire life, their parents' entire life. It's just like it's just the lesser of two evils. You mean just evil, and this isn't a new point. If they're all evil and retarded, so stop paying attention. If nobody voted in the upcoming Ohio primaries, Vivek Ramaswamy is still gonna win if nobody votes because it's already predetermined.
Well, like I've told anybody else, I would love to see like an independent get in. One that's not controlled by, tons of others, but they'll never allow it to happen because obviously they're not a yes man,
Yeah.
But, the people who actually care about the public and other people in general, they'll never win. They will never win if they have the best intentions for everybody.
Yeah, because that's not what matters. I mean, that's not what gets rewarded, in this country, and definitely not in the litigious way that this country's ran.
Yeah.
This country, because everything about this country, everyone hates, America is a capitalistic devil. It's like, you gotta, what is the backbone of capitalism? And, a socialist will tell you, oh, it's the people that are enslaved to the system. They're the ones building everything. It's like, no, you fucking idiot. You know what the backbone of capitalism is? It's laziness. It's comfort.
Yep.
That's the only reason that these people haven't had their heads chopped off yet, is because not everyone's uncomfortable enough to actually give a shit.
Yeah, that's true.
They keep us just barely safe enough to make us be like, this could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Keep them busy. She's fucking up her cone.
And apologize. We have an animal, the dog, that had been fixed this week, and she has a cone on, and she is making it difficult for everybody.
Hits that door. If she freaks out, she's just gonna get put in the kennel probably. But that's just what it is. Fucking shelled out $600 to sew up her cooter. Which I fundamentally do disagree with. I wouldn't want to cut the balls off a male dog. I think that's wrong. I think when you treat someone as a member of, or a creature as a member of your family, you shouldn't mutilate them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really conflicted thing, but also the deciding factor is I don't want Newfoundland puppies running around my fucking house.
Yeah, she's a handful as it is.
Yeah, and she's now she's almost, quote, mature in the sense that she could get pregnant, and that's literally my nightmare right now.
Well,
because she was one of 7.
Yeah.
And allegedly she was the most crazy. Which, I mean, I can kind of see, but also last time I ran into the person that gave me the puppy, he was having tons of problems with the other one, being destructive, and she's not like that at all.
Well, I can see it with just the amount of, stuff that she tore up, when you give it to her out in the garage. I could see
Yeah, well, I give her the cardboard intentionally. Cardboard is good for them.
Oh, of course.
I'm looking for my vape.
And I do the same thing to Bash. I gave him, when we got a new weed eater last week, he was fascinated by the box when I brought it in, so I left the box in there so he could play with it.
Yeah, no, in our catio, you've seen it. We've just got boxes stacked up. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go look for my vape. This is just very unprofessional, but I don't give a shit. It's my house.
It's okay.
So if I can talk about what you did today.
Yep. Yep. I am fighting to basically stay awake. My whole week has been a nightmare, to say the least. And then I spent all day yesterday trying to hook up a stereo system in my vehicle and turned around for it to not work properly. So you have returned.
Yeah, it was just on the couch. But Kara said, you can leave her out here. Because this is like the first time I have like put her out. Because for the most part, the whole time she's lived with us, like she's always by my side. Like she won't.
She's been in here every time we recorded.
Yeah, but like even when I shower, she like throws a whiny fit. If I put her out. But she's slowly but surely getting used to it.
What Bash did like today when I took a shower, I heard him in there just meowing. He hates closed doors.
Yeah. Oh, alright, dude. Fucking. So in the early, because I wake up at 5 on my days off instead of 4:30. Because I'm psychotic. But so like this morning I was playing Tarkov at fucking 6 a.m. So I have the bedroom doors shut for Kara, and I have this door shut because the cats get fed at 7. So from 6 to 7, they're trying to rile up both me and the dog at the same time to get me to feed them. Which with my fucking cats means that Otis and Nimbus are chasing each other across my desk and knocking shit over.
Oh shit!
So I just shut the door. But Lily and Snickers.
Lily is really bad.
She's fucking vocal. She fucking yells if there's a door shut.
Look at what she did. Like when I had my room in here, like she would get so angry that she would either scratch the door, or if I left my door open, she would sneak in there and try to pee on my bed because she got mad.
Well, the peeing on the bed thing is not her being mad necessarily. That's her being like, I don't want to pee in the litter box with the other cats. That's solely her being prissy and not wanting to be in
a little princess.
She'll use the litter boxes for like the 2 days that they're fresh because I change them once a week. But after that, like I have to keep an eye on her because she'll try to pee on the dog bed. Both of them. She'll pee on the dog's bed just because it's somewhere that isn't the dirty litter box. That's not really dirty because we clean them every day.
I do the same thing. That is one thing that I say.
It's just not fresh.
On the regular, like, no matter what, I make sure Bash's litter box is, like, top tier because, for one, he's happier about it.
Yeah.
And then, you walk into my house and you would never even know there was a cat in there because you can't smell it. Just like in here. It's the same way in here. You couldn't tell.
I was kind of cheating today. I had the windows open because it was a nice day. But yeah, no, I cleaned the cat boxes yesterday, and I'll probably clean them tonight after I eat. And like you can't really tell that the house smells like cat piss.
I am so.
And I only use sawdust pellets. We have 6 cat litter boxes. I don't pay fucking $100 for 80 pounds of cat litter. I pay $12.
Yeah, I do spoil Bash, and I do, and it helps me out in the long run too. But I get.
Yeah, I understand if you have 1 or 2 cats, but unless we get like 3 automatic litter boxes, I'm not getting crazy litter.
I don't blame you. And
because they kick it across the fucking rooms half the time anyway, even though they're in cabinets.
Well, I'm grateful that I've never had to worry about Vash going anywhere and trying to spray Marcus territory, anything like that.
No, Nimbus doesn't really do that. He pees kind of stupid sometimes, but
I think they're both retarded.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, they're half feral. And so we talked about this yesterday. They're fucking half feral, which is why Nimbus still treats food like it's gold. Like, he won't growl anymore, but he'll try to steal it right off your fork, right out of your mouth if he can. Yeah.
I know here in, I would say, 2 weeks from now, I may or may not need you to keep an eye on Bash for like a day or two.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like 2 days.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll hide in our bedroom like he used to for a day, and then when we go to sleep, he'll come out.
But Dad has made it a point that he wants to kind of just like go away for a couple days.
Okay.
And I'm not faulting him for it.
No.
And
I mean, it's what you gonna go to a Motel 6? What's he gonna do? It's not like he's going camping.
no, he actually wanted to.
You can take him to like a KOA down by Cincy Way. Dude, I mean, they have cabins for rent. It wouldn't be bad for him.
And that's what he kind of wanted to do. Like, he wanted to go down home to Tennessee. And he wanted me to go. And I'm...
Nice. He's not going to blow his head off there, is
no.
he?
And
he's be like, I need you to run to the store, Jason.
Let me come back and...
You come back and there's just 6 cop cars in front of the log cabin. He's like, you can't go in there.
Well...
But he wouldn't be nice enough to call the cops prior.
Probably.
He'd be like, this will be funny if he finds me.
Well, I know.
Fucking 380 in his mouth.
Yeah. But I'm not going to say no at any chance that I get to go back home, you know?
Yeah, Tennessee's gorgeous. That's where Kara's rich aunt and uncle from Chicago, they just sold all their bullshit. They're moving down to Tennessee.
Best decision I'll probably ever make.
Probably. I think that her fat Italian aunt is going to be really mad about it because she's used to city living and everything that comes with it. So, I mean, you put her on like 4 acres of land in the mountains of Tennessee, she's going to be losing her mind.
Yeah, the only...
It's going to be a fucking Fox News story in like 2 years. It's going to be like a murder-suicide.
The only way that you're going to get that down there, any type of city life, is if you go to like Nashville or Knoxville or any of those.
I know they're not like in the city because that was something that I'd have to... They'll probably invite me down there at some point because they know I'm handy and they know I do car stuff. So they'll be like, you can paint our fucking 6-car pole barn.
That's what kind of
irritating. You gotta pay me?
That kind of
pay me?
That right there just makes me think.
You just spent like $1.3 million? You gonna pay
me? That made me think of like dealing with the ship right now with my family. It's like, you know, I got asked to do car work like right off the gate. I haven't talked to them in like a month, and they're like, "Hey, you know, can you look at this?" And sends me.
They don't even. That's the crazy part. Is just getting hit with a picture of this is broken and it's we need it fixed. I would have just blocked the number.
Yeah, well,
like I'm not doing this.
But I meant the control arms in the rear are completely like broken half.
Dude, fucking cool. YouTube it. Literally anybody who has 2 brain cells to rub together can loosen and tighten a fucking bolt.
Yeah, it's really not that difficult, especially being the rear ones. Like,
no, that's literally 6 bolts after you take the tire off.
Yeah, like, right.
It's genuinely upsetting. Yeah, I saw the pictures. It's just I know. You sent them to me. It's just so fucking stupid to just like to think that that's okay to hit somebody with that. Like if every time I texted somebody they sent me something they wanted welded, I just would never talk to people.
I don't care that they ask me. What I care about is that I care about a couple things that go with it. I care for one that you expect me to drop everything that I'm doing to do it.
Yeah, that's the crazy part in my opinion is that they're just like, "Oh, you're coming to do this right now."
And then the fact that it is
and it's like, "No, I'm not."
It's a 2-hour drive one way. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, and what had happened was, like, I got so busy when that got sent to me originally. And I had sent the text back, and I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Because remember, I told you that. Yeah. But I had originally, like, forgot to respond. And, like, and I did feel bad about that, you know? But that's just how I am.
So that's also partially just your entire, like, generation of, like, people that graduated high school in the 90s is fucking so used to like instantaneous response because it was really cool. It was really cool. But the problem is that that's expected now.
Yeah.
Instantaneous response is expected now. And even like it's a nice balance that Kara and I have is like we both have jobs, so we both understand that we get busy and I can't respond or she can't respond immediately. Yeah. And even then, we both still apologize for it just to be courteous.
Well, look, I even tell you that, like, oh, hey, whenever you get a chance, like, it's not needed right this second. Yeah. Like, you know, but I don't care to do that. But then it's like, you want to text me back and then get shitty with me.
Because
I forgot to text you back.
Because they wanted instantaneous response.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit.
And what that is that it's really, they just pride their time. They're like, He should be on his way here to fix this already, with no questions asked, which is the real problem, I guess. This is the core problem, is that you're expected to stop working on one car that you don't want to work on and go drive 2 hours, which is going to cost you fucking $100.
Yeah, very true.
Because fucking gas is $3.96.
Yeah. But I know...
Because our president's a fat pedophile.
Yeah. But I know I have spent the past 2 days working on my the stereo in that car. And it's I sent a text to somebody earlier today and I was like, fuck a breakup. You ever tried to fix your car all day just to find out that it doesn't work in the end? And that's exactly what happened.
Well, many times.
That's what happened last night. I spent, I don't know, probably 6-7 hours trying to put in an amplifier and a sub. And, the pain in the ass.
Granted, you're also trying to do it in a way that hides all the cables and makes it look nice,
look professional.
Whereas I genuinely don't care. As you've seen, is I'll definitely show the ends of the cables. I have them kind of hidden, but they're also not zip tied and neatly tucked away behind every single piece of carpet. Yeah, I'm just it sits under the doormat.
Well, I try to do it because for one, if Dad drives that car, I don't want him getting snagged on a cable. Two,
it's not like he's climbing around in the fucking car.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. And the
yeah, I mean he'll probably climb around in there if he sees a wire. What is this? Why is there a wire showing? It's probably because you have 17 different aftermarket things on the inside of this car because you're just not satisfied with whatever you already bought. That was perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, I had made it abundantly clear that this is the only time that when I do get it working, I'm not touching it again. And I have done that so many times, on my truck, more than I should have. And, I also try to...
Are you kidding me? With the way that the internals work on any engine, the way I've got this Integra ripped apart, I'm never doing that again. Yeah. If I put it back together and it doesn't start, I'm just getting a new engine.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I'm going to shell out money for the Type R because I might as well at that point.
Well,
even though the only difference is VTEC.
Yeah, true. Have you ever... Okay, the subwoofer I got is a 2-channel subwoofer. You ever seen one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bridged it and, I figured, oh, okay, maybe that might work. No. It's not working. I'm getting power. I'm getting everything else. It's shutting off the way that it should when I turn the car off. Everything is done properly. Except for it's one of two things. It's either that radio is being uncooperative.
Entirely possible.
Because it's one of those Android-based operating system radios that you can buy aftermarket.
It's just a knockoff aftermarket radio screen.
Pretty much. And now it works great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, it works. But the problem is that sometimes those, because they're Chinese, don't talk to everything else.
Yeah, and I mean, my rear
which is another fucking terrible habit your fucking dad has. He just buys shit.
Oh God, yeah.
He doesn't look if it works.
It makes me so mad.
You can make this work, right? I mean, technically. Probably I can. Why are you spending $100 on this?
Well, and that's what I tried to tell him a little while ago, and I was
How much is your insulin? Why are you spending $100 on this?
Well, I told him originally, the radio that we got in the car, we had originally seen that, and I was like, well, I think you're better off getting this one because of the way that it is, and I was perfectly happy with the Pioneer one that I had in there. The same one that's in my truck.
Yeah, which is why it's it clearly works. You have the same exact model already.
It sounds so good and everything, and it would have sounded great with that sub and everything else.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted a different style, so we got that different style. And it happened to be the very first one that I had recommended.
Here's the thing, man, is how often is he using that stereo to listen to music and not just to listen to whatever video is playing on his phone while he sits parked?
No, he actually listens to a lot of music. Okay. So, yeah.
Because I know that 80% of the time he spends in a car, he's on the phone either looking at Facebook or he's talking to people.
He listens to talk radio a lot too. Which
You don't need a sub.
but
You don't need a subwoofer for talk radio. You fucking.
I'll give him credit.
They have
though.
one black guest on a talk radio show, and his sub's gonna blow out.
I will say.
Hey, welcome to the studio today. We have Shaquille O'Neal. You can hear every word that's said in that car because of he's got a fucking $500 speaker system without the sub and the amp.
I mean, I put all new Pioneer door speakers in it originally, and granted, they needed to be changed because the previous owner had blown out the factory speakers. So
I know. I understand that, like, again, it's like the NASA thing. He has explanations for all this shit.
You're not wrong.
Does it mean that it's necessary or true? That remains to be seen.
You're absolutely right. Now,
because it's one thing. It's just like, if he keeps this car until the fucking wheels fall off, which it has every potential to last a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. He's investing money into this car. But what gets me about it, in 6 months he can't drive it.
Well, I will tell you now. Well, and the only reason that I continue to work on them as much as I do is because that's my car.
Yes,
at the end of the day, when he's gone. Like,
yeah, I know,
so...
and that's like the quiet part that, like, I don't enjoy saying, because it makes you sound like someone who's just waiting for their dad to die, which is not the case.
Of course not. Yeah.
And unfortunately, that is how all of your family thinks, because all of them are waiting for your family members to die.
You're not wrong, and I will back you 100%.
They're
on
all
that.
waiting. Everyone in your family is waiting for your dad to die to get his settlement money and anything he owns to fight over it.
The good thing is, like, he made me executor over the only person over everything.
Which means that whenever that time comes, you have to deal with all the bullshit from everybody, which is gay and very dumb. And they're all white trash. They're white. Nobody fights harder over a dead family member's stuff than white trash.
You're right. And
except maybe rich white people.
The only thing that I will have to do in a circumstance like that he asked me to do was, hey, any money that you get from whatever I leave, you got to split it
with your sister. Yeah.
That's it. That's all he asked.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. It absolutely is.
And, like, I've had these uncomfortable talks before, because I had to sign my will and, like, my life insurance, like, 6 times in the Army for all the dumb shit. So, like, I understand, like, it's a good conversation to have, and it's not one that people have often, so...
It's not a conversation you want to have, but it is necessary.
Yeah, because, like, for my life insurance stuff, like, Kara wasn't the beneficiary on my life insurance if I died. She was the recipient of all my paychecks I would have gotten.
Wait, who was your beneficiary?
My mom.
Oh, well,
the fucking it's a half a mil. Mm-hmm. Kara doesn't need a $500,000. She has a massive safety net that is her family.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't gonna leave her with nothing, so I gave her definitive, like, monthly checks for the rest of her life if I died.
Oh, that's so that's so nice.
Yeah. So while she's fucking off in Barbados or wherever the fuck cheating on my ghost, she can have money. But my mom got a $500,000 because my mom at the time still had 2 kids, one in middle school, one in high school, and I was like, fucking. Kara doesn't need a $500,000.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to take care of them even after you're gone. I get that, and I respect it.
Yeah, but even it's something that never had to be enacted. So right now, like, I have no valid will. If I die, I mean, everything's just going to go to Kara.
Well,
that's just how it works.
I have a will, but it's not been notarized. And I had planned for you to be main executor over it.
You cunt.
You
absolute cunt. No, it's fine. I understand.
Because
I understand.
I know that if I have anything to leave...
That's literally your family's worst nightmare, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I'm so fair, it's not fair.
I know you'll respect anything that I ask you to do.
Yeah,
and I know you're the only person... you know what? Dad might. He would. I really, truly
Maybe
think
Josh,
he would.
but I feel
Josh
like...
would, too, yeah.
Josh has the very... easy ability to get bullied by his dad, though, by Chubb. So, Because that's what would happen is like, because Chubb does have some experience with money, and he would just be like, "Come on, let me handle that. You don't need to worry about all this. This is too much for you to worry about." And Josh wouldn't want to fuck with it because he doesn't like anything complicated.
Yeah, and well, it's like I've told you before that he is, the kid's been spoiled his whole life as an only child. However, he'll be the first person to sit there and tell you, which he has done to me.
Oh yeah,
that he knows, and he's like, "Look, I know, and I don't know how you put up with this, and I respect you for it.
Try it for a month, Josh.
I will give him credit.
Blow your head off.
He has been. I will give him credit. To my knowledge, he's actually been doing everything on his own as of recently. He's done very well.
I would hope so, but like at the end of the day, it's just kind of similar with like Kara and like her family. Is like Josh has a safety net.
Oh yeah.
Your safety net is you're a full-time nurse for your dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a safety net. That is, in plain terms, that is a responsibility.
I worry about when Grandpa passes that
you're going to want to step away from that for a while.
Yeah, definitely. You're not wrong.
Because the way that your uncles are going to fight over that.
I would hope that they wouldn't, because Grandpa has made it plain and clear what he wants.
Yep.
But I would like to think that they would.
If it's not legally binding, there's going to be.
Oh, he's already done all that, and we made sure of that, especially
because even if it's not like directly your uncles, it's going to be their kids. It's going to be your cousins.
Well, like
because they already are fucking hounding Papa all the time, Grandpa all the time. Oh yeah,
and I will tell you right now, like, we already have plots paid for, so that has been taken care of as far as that goes.
Grandpa, what a banger of an episode. We start talking about the miseries of AI consumerism, and now we're talking about buying plots for dead family members. We're the fucking best, dude.
I know, right?
How are we not Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast already?
I have no idea.
I know they podcasted for 5 years before they even got close to famous, but like, why are we... Even though I've been doing this, I genuinely have been trying to do this in some capacity for fucking 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
We have like a whole, I think it's like, we're on like, this is episode 25 of this podcast, which is pretty good. That's a pretty solid, that's us allegedly 25 weeks in a row, right? Allegedly, even though we took like a 3-month break when Raymond died.
Yeah, well, I mean, granted, we are staying more consistent with it.
We're working on it. Like, we're late this week. We were late a couple weeks ago. It's really just because, like, again, you're a full-time caretaker for your dad, and you're also full-time gopher for a family of white trash that lives spread out.
I mean, this past week.
Which, I mean, I am too. I'm a part-time gopher. It's just, like, I haven't been bothered recently because I think my mom's finally stabilized, like, her stuff, because...
That's good, though.
Yeah, and that weed shop closed, by the way.
Huh?
That weed shop got shut down.
You know what's fucking crazy? I told Dad that Tweedles had shut down. I was like, I think they're only doing online stuff now.
Yeah, that's only because they're like original stores in Florida.
Oh, and I didn't know that. But what's funny is, I literally just showed him a video a couple days ago of how the Supreme Court for Ohio put a block on them being able to do that and to ban like everything that's in the that bill.
Yeah,
like
the Supreme Court did block it finally.
They repealed it for the time being because they said it was unconstitutional, and they had labeled it as a kind of like discriminatory action.
Which it kind of is.
It is.
It's discriminatory against anyone that doesn't want to pay unfair prices.
That and the fact that it puts monopoly on the hemp market is what they were talking about.
Which is crazy to me, right? Because in 2010, do you remember that was the original big push for Ohio weed?
Yeah.
It's the same reason it didn't pass in 2010 is because it was the same companies that have been lobbying DeWine on the back end for all this legislation to shut down all the privatized weed stuff that's not through their company. Because let's be real, it's 5 companies that grow for pure Ohio, for Ohio cannabis. There's 5 companies that they get their weed from. 4 of those companies are owned by the same motherfuckers out of like Pennsylvania or something.
Well, that's when we seen the video of originally them talking about it. I think it was like a day or two after they put that law or tried to put that law into effect.
Mm-hmm.
You had like all these like owners that were on there doing interviews and everything for Spectrum News, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we think it's a great thing that we're doing this, and it makes it safer and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you're gonna say that because now everybody has to fucking come to your dispensary to buy shit."
Yep. And I've said it before on here, but the fucking news said it was 20, I believe it was 28 kids got sick from THC or CBD overdoses. Not died, got sick and hospitalized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a syndrome or I can't remember what they call it. But
yeah, how many fucking children are in this state? Millions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of kids. This is a big ass state. This is the 11th largest economy in the world, comparatively. How many kids die of fentanyl every year?
Yeah, I know. That
How
and
many?
Alcohol. And people
It's
are
insane. That they're
yeah.
It's fucking gay. So what I'm about to show you.
Yeah, I was gonna say what.
I'm trying to pull it up on the. So I was talking to you about this a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
But this is my This is
Oh
in
yeah,
Hamilton
this is that one
County.
you were telling me about. Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull this up and straighten it out a little. So in Hamilton County, I gotta turn my headphones on so you can hear. So I know about this because a girl I went to school with, Monica, who's a good friend of mine, her husband is a corrections officer at this facility, and looks a lot like this guy, which is unfortunate. Which is very, very rough. I love this. He's in the same jail as the dude he beat. He used a belt. You know he was just like, because they're trying to make it into a race thing.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah.
This dude beat some Hamilton pillhead with a belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's a white Hamilton pillhead because it's like a race issue. It's a civil suit down in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Everybody that was on duty is in trouble, including my friend's husband.
Yeah, I believe that. They're going after the whole department.
Yeah, and the supervisor that was on duty said, "I don't give a fuck what they do. That's not my business." That was like his quote. This is so awesome to watch. They finally fixed the video. Originally, like right in front of the camera angle was her husband, so he was catching a lot of flack for it. But they finally censored out everything else, which is why when you look at this, you're like, "Why is it so censored?" I fucking love this. Never had any trouble on the job. He was having a bad day, man. He took his duty belt off. He took his gun belt off. Those things.
Yeah, I remember. Remember, Dad was a cop. I remember how thick those
Dude, I
fucking
have
things
one.
are.
I have a fucking tactical belt. Look, first of all, the way they did this transition is so funny. PowerPoint.
I know.
The squeak. Let's go back. Did you hear?
I did. Yeah.
The ceiling birds, and then 3 pictures of the same black man.
Good God, their editing team.
It's awesome. Where's the video? Where's this dude just hauling off?
Really? They charged him with a misdemeanor on that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. That's it. He was having a bad day.
Oh, yeah. You can tell by the way he's walking.
Bro, this dude is walking like... He's just... Right now,
he's looking like, a father angry at their fucking kid. Like, oh, he gonna learn today.
No, this isn't a dad. This isn't how a dad walks to discipline his kid. You know how I know? He's swinging his fucking arms too much.
Yeah.
That is your mom who is happy to whoop the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
He right here is being possessed by the spirit of his grandma.
I guess
that is coming to beat his ass for listening to rap music. Look at it. Look at the way he's walking. He is happy. Oh yeah, I'm coming for your ass.
He's on a fucking
your ass
mission,
is mine.
man.
Dude, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. They're like, Dude, was that a smile? Look at that!
Oh, grinning like a motherfucker, man.
Dude, he's so ready. Dude, it looks like he's drawing a gun. He puts his belt back on. God damn. But yeah, so this is Hamilton County. This is 4 months ago. It's a big ass like racial civil suit that's going on right now.
Christ.
And this was relevant to the conversation I was having with her because she has a Blasian husband, and he's tiny. He's a tiny man, and he works as a cop. And I was just asking her, I was like, he's tiny, isn't he? Like, does he ever have problems up there? And she was like, well, he's not working right now because he's in a civil suit. And I was like, what?
Yeah, they probably put him on suspension. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all suspended.
I believe it.
It's insane. I was losing my mind over that.
I don't blame you on that one.
Yeah. Did you see what I did with the last podcast that didn't have our video on it? I just threw a bunch of random like memes on loop.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to look at it when I get home.
The thumbnail is like a black lab meme, that like scared dog looking thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do again on this, or I might just throw like footage of me playing games over it.
Yeah, you can
Something
do that.
stupid.
But then maybe tomorrow, if you do come and get those bags, sandbags, maybe we can do like a little short or something like that, and I'll record us off the iPhone. We'll talk or something like that.
Yeah, I can fuck around. I want to get into sketches. I'm gonna start writing them down because I have some funny sketch ideas. And I'm talking like whitest kids you know sketches.
Yeah,
I know you fuck with that.
Oh,
so
of course.
We can do that. That's easy.
Oh yeah.
In honor of our god, Trevor Noah. Trevor.
Rest in peace.
Trevor Moore. I said Trevor Noah. Trevor Moore. Have you seen? I think it was. I can't be sure if it was a video of him, but he died like drinking, like fell off his balcony.
Yeah.
But I think the story was that he was like naked and like jumped off his balcony.
I didn't see that.
And like this is all rumor based off me being kind of high and seeing a bunch of funny memes. Because I've definitely seen a video of someone being like, Trevor, no. And there's a naked guy like swan diving off of a balcony.
Oh.
I don't think it was him. Because it just doesn't fit in my brain.
Yeah.
But he's one of those dudes that like that's the path that we're on probably because all we do is just seethe and make fun of like all the pedophile stuff that's going on. And he's been on that.
Yeah, he's been on that for a very long time, yeah.
And like cuz I mean one of his best sketches is there's nothing worse than a predator. A child. Dude, that still makes me giggle.
Oh, I know. I know exactly which one you're talking about. That thing's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is the child predator looking dude says, a child.
Yeah.
I fucking love it, man. But, I mean, we brought it back towards the end. Yeah, we're getting close enough that I can call it. You know why? Because it's Saturday, and I did yard work today. Because this is a working man's podcast.
Yep. And
one of us has a full-time job, and the other one is white, so he's a working man.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
It helps me because I'm going straight back home after here. Well, I've got to stop somewhere, and then I'm going straight back home to work back on the speaker shit again.
Yeah, you're gonna play Sparky and try to figure out speakers, which I have to do on my Integra at some point. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, I'll help you out with it. I've got a knack for it.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine with fucking that squirrely shit. Like, I hate hiding wires and dealing with stuff. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
When I do the bull bar on the Jimmy and I put lights and stuff on there, I'm just gonna have bare wires with fucking the little fucking black coverings on them.
Oh, the loom on it?
Yeah, the loom. Is that and electrical tape. And be like, fuck you, it works. I don't even have a rear view. Suck my ass. Alright, well, to everyone that's listening, sorry for not having video. To the two dudes in Tel Aviv watching, hello.
Hello.